We're on with my guy, Israel Mercado. Show him the belt before we go anywhere. Show him the belt.
I forgot to bring it to the press conference, man. I'm like, hey, you know what? Screw the belt. We're gonna come with it on the weigh-in day, but totally forgot it. But it's all right. It's right here, just chilling.
Okay, how big of a moment is this for you?
This is a huge, amazing moment that I've been waiting for quite some time. I never lost faith, kept working hard, but now it's finally here, and we're about to show out Saturday.
What do you think of this guy?
I think he's a strong guy. He's a strong guy. I definitely don't think he can beat me. He's a strong guy, but he has a little bit of inexperience, and I think that this test is going to be a real one for him. He's never been 10 rounds, never been to Vegas, never been to the States. Fought in the Saudi Arabia, the Grand Prix, and I kind of spoke on the Grand Prix a little bit. I mean, I didn't tell you about it or nothing, but I kind of like don't want to discredit or disrespect anybody that had to do with that tournament or that was involved in that tournament, that bracket. But to me, I said it yesterday in the interview that it was like an amateur tournament, no headgear, smaller gloves to me with inexperienced guys.
Okay, so you're not as impressed with his resume.
Definitely not. The only guy that was kind of good, he was a good amateur, but when he fought on the Grand Prix in the finals, like the dude just like kind of came in there with like the amateur mentality type thing, and I just had no game plan. That's what I noticed about that tournament. Like nobody had a game plan. Like what the hell did you guys do? Like did you guys just hop in the ring and just start throwing punches? Because I didn't see anybody have any type of game plan.
Okay, well, one thing I noticed about you was you had the best media workout. A lot of guys phoned it in, but you did not phone it in. What did that media workout mean to you? And this is something that's kind of pissed me off. Is like I think as a fight fan, I want to see a good media workout. I want people to get me excited to pay for the pay per view. Talk to me about that media workout because it stood out to me, man.
Okay, well I really appreciate that, man. It means a lot. But okay, let me start from ground zero on this one because it was so wild the way it happened. The way it happened was I touched down in Vegas 325 on the schedule for the fighters and everybody involved in the fight was my media workout had to start at 325. So there was a little bit of a dilemma there. And my advisor Robert Diaz phones me. He's like, "Hey, you know what? We kind of already figured it out like that morning." But he was like, "Yo, once you get there, call me quick. The driver's gonna be waiting for you. Go straight to the MGM. Don't go check in at your hotel. Go straight to the MGM." So we went to the MGM right here, and right, we get there, and there's a sprinter van. So we hop in the sprinter van, and they take us around the back corridor, and they rush us in. And there was already a crowd there. So we go to like a suite to where there's sports betting and stuff like that. And we're there, and I'm like, dude, let me just change my shorts. I look somewhat presentable. I was wearing like some other stuff. It didn't even match. I'm like, don't try to match on TV. And I'm like, dude, can I work? I'm like, can I take my jump rope? I was trying to take my jump rope and do all that jazz, man. Like, I take my jump rope, like, oh, you know what? We're behind time. We're gonna give you like a couple minutes to do it. So I was very limited. So when I touched down in Vegas and I hit the strip, the first thing I did was go to the media workout. Didn't even stretch out nothing. They announced my name within 5 minutes of getting there. I hopped in the ring, did the interview, and then just threw my gloves on real quick and hit some paddles. Didn't wrap up because it's just the paddles. And but yeah, and then they stopped me early, dude. I wanted to go more. Like I was barely getting warmed up and kind of pumped up. And yeah, I wanted to jump rope and do all that stuff and shadow box, but I was looking forward to it and didn't get to do it, but hey, I'm glad you enjoyed it anyways.
Well, to me, I think it's a big thing, and I think it's also a flex to show that you're making weight and you're not struggling, and it's also it gets me excited, and it to me that's something that was missing was like guys really pushing themselves at the media workout. I remember when Nicholas Walters fought Onito Donaire, and he basically sparred his coach like they were doing crazy ass mitts, and like I just love that stuff. So like when you did it, it to me it meant something. Like I was really pumped to see someone be like, okay, I'm coming to this media workout. I want to do business.
Oh, for sure. I remember that workout also. It was awesome. Those guys had a crazy mid routine. I never seen anything like it, to be honest. But yeah, obviously we're not gonna show everything we're gonna do in the fight, but I kind of like chopped it up while we're in the car because we thought we were gonna miss the workout. We're in the SUV going to the MGM to do the media workout. I'm like, told my coach, hey Chino, dude, we're gonna do this in this combination. We're trying to like coordinate, whatever. And I was like, all right, man, just keep it simple. We're gonna do nothing and just try to be fucking fast and explosive. Just give the fans something to see.
What's it like the doing a media workout in Vegas MGM? Go to the press conference tomorrow. You make weight. It's big stage. You're on the pay per view card. What's this like for you?
It's something that I've always knew that I was gonna eventually get to. It took me kind of like a long time the way my career went and everything. The important parts were here, and honestly and surprisingly, it was no pressure. It's no pressure. I feel like this guy has all the pressure. I felt no pressure. I've been here before. I've been the underdog, and I've just felt comfortable, very comfortable. I wish the guy would have came with a little bit more because usually that's kind of how my press conferences have gone. I kind of try to push it. I didn't really want to be too crazy and say crazy shit, but I was like, yo, I'm gonna expose this guy, basically. So and then he never said nothing back. So I'm like, whatever. But it was cool. But I've been out the ring for a year. And the thing is that I've been, like that takes practice too, the conference and all that. So it's like like kind of getting the little conference rust off, the little like
You had to shake some
speech.
rust off. You're just
Yeah,
crap talking.
yeah. So it was cool though, shake off some cobwebs and stuff like that. But no, I felt comfortable and very like just chill about everything and just soaking in the moment.
What do you see when you look at him face to face?
To be honest, today I seen him like a little shaken up. I'm not gonna lie to you. Maybe it's just his first big fight, like stage, or he's fought Saudi, but Saudi's not like Vegas, obviously. For his, he just got signed to PBC, so I kind of seen him like a little, he tried to mad dog me like a little bit longer than like usual. I'm like, okay, this fucker wants a mad dog, so I kind of like said something in Spanish to him, and he's like, that's when he kind of turned his head. I was like, all right, I got this guy. No, but I mean, that's just a face off.
I always feel like face-offs are weird because every fighter's looking for something, but then like a lot of guys turn into a staring contest, and that's also like not helpful. Like guys just like stare at each other for a long period of time. What do you like do when you face off with a fighter? Like what's going through your mind? What do you think about when you size him up the first time?
Well, I mean, my mentality just coming into a face off right away or any fight is like, like I know we're all working hard to get here. Like I don't dislike you or like I don't like hate you, but I hate you right now. Like I don't hate you, but I can't like you. I'm gonna fight you. So it's like I'm over here like kind of like I don't like this guy type of thing in my
You're
mind. So
looking
I'm
for
just like,
reasons to not like the guy, bro.
yeah,
That
basically, I'm like, all right, fucker, like say I'm waiting for him to say something like because nobody has really said shit to me in the way in. So I'm like kind of just waiting for shit to that's never happened to happen. If that makes sense.
But you strike me as a guy that is kind of a tough guy outside of the ring. So I don't feel like people are going to just like mess with you because they know that you're going to meet them with a certain energy. That's the impression I get.
Maybe. Maybe. Like if like for instance, if I was gonna face off with Pitbull Cruz, I'm not gonna go ahead and fucking look at him the whole time because I already know he's gonna be there for an hour. So I'm gonna just look at him right now. I'm gonna just turn around. I'm not gonna fucking fall into his game. You know what I mean?
You're going to just look at him and then you're going to turn and you're going to let him
Yeah, I'm gonna turn
stare at
around,
you.
just get in front of his little ass and shit. I
What?
want to fight that guy bad,
You want to fight that guy? Why do you want to
bad,
fight Pitbull?
because he's a name. He's an exciting fighter. Everybody's gonna be like, oh, Pitbull. They're gonna fucking want to watch him. Then everybody's gonna think he's gonna kick my ass. And then when I beat him, like I kind of like yeah.
Do you think does that frustrate you that like there's people out there that you feel like you're better than but like you don't have the name of them?
A little bit, but I'm like the thing is like I just so like I don't know, I just believe in myself so much, bro. And I'm like I know that I'm eventually get those fights. So I kind of love it. Like I kind of like wearing that coat now, like the underdog guy, because it's like I don't feel like it's as much pressure. And when I go there, like the guy, like even if he's not underestimating me, he kind of has to underestimate me a little bit because everybody's kind of telling him like, oh, you're gonna fuck his ass up, or I'm gonna putting the house on you. So I just think it's just extra pressure, and I kind of just like that role now. Like the underdog role. I got like used to it, and like the cat's out the bag, man. So maybe pretty soon people start believing in me.
What's the bad ways? Where's the bad ways nickname come from?
It came from an old coach. It came from an old coach, and kind of just like my style in the ring, and like you said, the tough guy stuff outside the ring. When I was younger, but that it's no longer here, man. We're just professional now, professional
you're
boxer.
keeping it pro. Um,
Yeah,
okay, and then who's your team now for this fight? The trainer and all that stuff.
I'm training with Daniel Chino Hernandez. He's actually he's a young coach. He has a lot of experience. He was a pro fighter himself. What really stuck out to me with him is like he's just a student of the game, like myself. We work very hard, and this we just started working together maybe like 6 months ago. But it's like, dude, like I'm not hard to work with, and I'm very like I'm one of those guys like even when you're sparring and when you're training, like I lock in and I like whatever my coach says, I'm gonna go and fucking do it. Like I'm not gonna go and like, dude, what the like go to my corner and then go fight and then do what he doesn't tell me to do. Like, what the fuck is he there for? Like he's there for a reason, he's there to tell you what to do. So yeah, so we clicked like that, like very quickly. And I think that it's gonna be a good showcase for both of us.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Anybody that you sparred that was notable that would get like people all excited and stuff?
Just let me think. Let me think. Um, no, not really. Not nobody like super known like that. Um, we just like I just pretty much just got jumped this whole freaking sparring sessions. Like, all right, four of you guys line up. All right, we're gonna go 3 rounds, 4 rounds, 3 rounds, 4 rounds, and just stay in the ring and just kind of like think I'm He-Man and shit. Try to keep up with these young kids. A lot of younger guys that throw a lot of punches and stuff like that. Up and coming guys. So yeah, nobody like outside of this world, like as far as like name goes, but very tough and upcoming guys that are hungry.
Okay, let's get to the details. Talk to me about your fight outfit and like what are you going in the ring? Are you getting a lineup? Are you doing a haircut thing? Give us all the details for like because I know
Yeah,
that's
man, I
part of
got a
your
good
mind.
haircut. Got a good little
Oh, you
haircut.
got a
You know what?
baldy. You got the
I got
baldy,
a
the
bald
real
head.
baldy.
Yes,
No
sir. Yes,
hair.
sir.
Yeah. What's that
Nothing,
process
man.
like? I've never done the baldy. Do you go to a spot and they put like the thing on you and you sit and talk about baseball?
Before, yeah, they used to do that, but I'm like, I'm not gonna pay like fucking 50, 60. It's already like $30 for a beard trim, and like the beard trim I needed because I had a pretty big ass beard. Like this I brought it down, but I rocked the big beard. But I'm like, this shit gets annoying. I don't want to get sweat in it, and then like you have to wash it like all crazy, and then it's like it gets all burly. I'm like, nah. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to look like that on TV. So and I love having a beard, but I'm gonna grow it out in the winter. So it was more of a beard thing for me. And then I didn't do it this time. I just shave it myself, which is cool. Like good, like I look like a MMA fighter as soon as I hop out the restroom and stuff. I look like a real tough guy. But yeah, you know what? I'm just I'm think I'm gonna look clean. I have a black and silver fit. Something that sometimes I'm like, "Ah, I haven't wore this, haven't wore that, so I'm like, I'm gonna wear black and silver. It's gonna look pretty sick. The trunks are pretty lightweight because a lot of these guys they wear like this leathery shit, like whatever. I'm like, nah, I'm like, dude, that's gonna make you sweat too much. It's too heavy, or it's like it's too short. I'm like, nah, dude, I just need something like right above the knee so I can move around, like nothing too crazy.
Okay. How far are you from weight? Like, how's the weight cut going?
Dude, I'm right on weight right now. I'm already on weight. I probably like 2, 3 pounds. I'm gonna get like a little shakeout workout later.
Okay, so you're good money. Do you know what you're walking out to?
Yeah, yeah, man. It's gonna be a cool little song. You know what? I'm actually still deciding that one. They gave me until tomorrow, so I was like,
Okay, so that you got to show up in the arena to get your walkout. You're deciding that one.
yeah, man. I talked to DJ. Yo, DJ.
Is the shakeout going to determine it? You're going to shake out to a few songs, and whichever one you shake out to better, then that's going to be the song.
Hey, that's a good idea, actually. That's a good idea. That's a badass fight. Ward versus Dawson. That was an
Yeah,
awesome
that
fight.
and it's signed by Ward up
Oh, that's
there.
pretty cool.
Yeah, no, that's the whole. That was actually the first fight I ever covered as a reporter.
Oh,
That was
wow.
my
Hey,
first
man,
one, which
you
which
got some
bums
years.
which bums me out because everyone goes that was a long time ago, and I try to say that wasn't that long ago, right? It's like 14 or 15 years ago. Actually, no, my first fight was Chad Dawson versus Bernard Hopkins, which was like
That was a
2010
good
maybe.
fight too.
That was a good fight. I like that. But yeah, anything else? Anything else you want to talk about for this amazing interview that you feel like you're not getting the platform to speak about leading into this fight against this undefeated prospect?
Yeah, I mean, I just like, I'm not really a guy to go be like, oh, he's A side, B side. Like, I was talking to somebody that was just funny. He's like, bro, those are just layers to me. He's like, oh, they. I'm like, that's just numbers. Like Mike Tyson's like, I don't know anything about no numbers or shit like that. So yeah, that type of thing. I don't really focus on that. Like I said, the pressure's on him. Come August 22nd, I really think this fight can take the fight of the night. It's like my third time opening up a TV, the zone. My first time on pay-per-view, but my third time opening up the zone. And every single one of those fights stole the night, fight of the night. So I'm looking forward to do that again. I really pride myself on having like a memorable fight. And each one of those fights people are still come out to me, hey man, you got robbed that fight. Like, dude, that fight was amazing. So like that just became one of my things, just to like leave a memorable. That's what I'm be remembered as. Just fighter that uh put on an exciting fight. Like check it out, Ward versus Dawson. Obviously those guys are on a different level, but that's the first fight you ever worked on, and that was an amazing fight. It's a memorable fight. So I just want my fights to be remembered, and looking forward to putting on the show and retaining the title, and get ranked maybe fifth or sixth after this fight, and then after that go for a name. I need a name. So after this fight, I need a damn name.